Alright. I think I got it this time. First time I tried streaming this, for some reason it was automatically set to private. So I couldn't find my stream and I was just talking to no one. That was a little bit confusing. Let's see if it works now. If I could just refresh that, see if my stream is popping up. Still not yet. Still not yet. Yeah, I don't know why, but my stream won't pop up on my tablet, and I can't monitor the stream very well. Which is, to be honest, a little annoying. Is it almost done? Yeah. It's a little annoying, honestly. Because that's typically how I read the chat. But I can't see anything. No, nothing. I'm not sure what's going on here. Yeah, still nothing. It says I'm live, but okay, there we go. Yep, microphone works too. And I'm already being called Ahmed, alright. Well, I'm glad my stream's working now. But here we are. Currently I'm on a new world. This world has several different mods. Well, it's not very new. I mean, I've been on it for quite a while. You can tell because I've, been manufacturing steel for a while, and it's pretty stinking hard to make. Anyways, I think I got 5 air cells. Alright. I've been making steel for a while because I'm trying to get myself some steel armor, because that would be very helpful for me. So I'm trying to get that done. I'm kind of sick of wearing, crystal plate of defense and cloud. I mean, I guess I'll keep the cloud boots, obviously, because they give me speed and stuff. That was weird. Anyways, let's just check the chat again. It's kind of hard to see because the chat is above me because I have to plug in my tablet because recently it's been like losing percent a lot faster. Anyways, the mods I have in here are obviously Flans mod. You can see all the guns and stuff. There is also the mod that adds these things. What are these? Roguelike dungeons, yes. I've used this mod in the past. It's pretty fun. There's a lot of stuff you can get from it, like all these things here. We also have industrial craft, as you can see. It's pretty obvious. With all these cells and things. Next up, we also have Chocolate Quest. I don't use it as much. I typically just use Chocolate Quest for like little things like a teleport stone. And, of course, the bosses. But I've also found I can use these cursed bones. I never used them before. Are you grinding this world off camera? Yeah. I just decided I might as well record what I'm doing because I'm having fun. I might as well record it because it's better than post something than nothing. But I also got these, from Open Blocks. The cow, sometimes it gives you a leather, and they're trophies. Well, that one shoots arrows, but yeah. Anyways, there's my little sap farm. And I've been going around, like, dealing with dungeons. I also found an even faster way to move. With a slime sling, these, and a hang glider. You can get some serious speed. Like, on the same level as a Elytra, which is pretty good. But, anyways. We're grinding steel right now, because I'm trying to get steel armor. Steel has always been something really hard to get. Back a long time ago, you could get steel from chainmail, which, if you think about it, makes sense. But I feel like that would be a right way to get steel, but obviously with this mod, steel would be very common because there's so much, just a ridiculous amount of chainmail everywhere. So I guess that's maybe a reason that they decided to make it so you can only get it like this. This is a really, really slow way of getting steel. Yeah. But there it goes. It takes, I think, about maybe 8,000 buckets. No, 8 buckets of air to make one steel ingot. So I've been really grinding a long time. And these things, steel armor plates, these are made out of 3 steel each. So that's 12 steel plus 17 steel. Well, 12. Wait. Oh yes, there's 1 steel in here. Okay, that's how I accounted for it. Because it said 30 here, because that's how much slag we have. It produces 1 slag as well. Which you can use slag for coal dust and a little bit of gold. Other than that, slag's pretty much useless. But I mean, I guess it's fine. It's just, you know, it takes a thermal centrifuge to get it, and to be honest, a thermal centrifuge is pretty stinking expensive. And honestly, not very profitable either. I mean, I guess it's profitable if you're into, you know, if you're into radioactive crap. If you want to get some of that stuff, it is profitable. Interesting. But yeah. If I wanted to make a nuclear reactor, I would be using a thermal centrifuge. Anyways, I've always been trying to make a server that people can play on with me with this, but it's very hard to keep it going. I mean, I had Geometry King playing with me, and that was pretty fun. But it's kind of hard to keep the server going, especially when he lives in a different time zone. Oh, I think he does at least. But anyways, I recently started metal detecting, and I guess I've just been doing it for fun, you know, looking around for random coins and stuff. I found a handful of coins. I keep them in a little pill bottle. I found like, I don't know, maybe like 15 to 20 coins. One quarter I found was completely bent at a 90-degree angle, so that's kind of weird. But other than that, I found a huge coin, which I thought may have been made of silver, and it's actually a Olympics coin. I'm not really sure what if it's like a U.S. coin or whatever it is. It says gymnastics on it. I found this coin. It's very interesting. Olympic team, and then there's some text down there, which I can't read very well. That's upside down. Well, I found that big coin. I was thinking it was like a peace dollar or something. I was hoping I was gonna get like 20 bucks in silver. Nah. It's like worth like $4, which is cool, but like, you know. I think it's made of aluminum, honestly. It was very fun to dig it out of the ground, to be honest. I live on an old farm, so there's a lot of old stuff I find. I don't find very many coins. Normally I find nails and staples, but that time I found a few coins. It's pretty cool. So far I've found about $1 in coins. A little over $1. So it's kind of interesting. Show them on Discord? I mean, yeah, I suppose I can show the coins. Well, that'd be a little difficult, because maybe I'll do that later. I don't want to have to unplug my iPad and like get up and move everything around. But that was dumb. Anyways, I also have this little kinetic generator. This thing helps me generate power, but it takes food, which is why I got this spaghetti thing. It'll generate power for me. However, I'm almost done, so I don't really need this. I don't really need to use the spaghetti thing. The spaghetti thing was really weird to get. First off, I put unbreaking on it because apparently that makes it last longer or something. And to get it, you need cold dried noodles, which you get from drying soggy noodles on a drying rack for 15 minutes. You get those from taking impossibly hard wheat sticks, which are found in dungeon chests, and soaking them in 3 buckets of water for 900 seconds. And then you smelt it, and then you get spaghetti, which it's good food, I guess. I mean, it's decent. You can eat it very quickly, and I think that's why it's good. But I just thought I could put unbreaking on it, get a crap ton of food out of it, and use the food. Use the saturation to give me more energy. But that's currently how that's going. But I've kind of, I don't know. I have a lot of ambitions I'm thinking of getting done. I got a sketch pad, like a $4 sketch pad from the store. I'm gonna try to draw stuff. See how that goes. But for now, I just want to play on the computer a little bit, you know, since I don't have anything to do today. I do have a job again, so I'm not. Obviously, that's why I've not been posting as much. But honestly, I still had plenty of time to post. I just didn't want to, I guess. But yeah. Anyways, I got most of my power source right here is a solar panel, one solar panel, which is a little ridiculous. That it's literally just a singular solar panel. Job, yes, job. It was pretty annoying to go through the steps of getting it, but to be honest, it's not very stressful. I think it's good, so it's definitely the best job for me. But yeah. Anyways, I'm thinking of using these. I've been collecting these cursed bones. Basically, these summon skeletons. I guess I could show you. But they summon skeletons, and you could put armor on them. You can give them weapons. You can give them potions that they can heal themselves with, and you could basically make them super strong, which is pretty interesting. And you could use them to help you with dungeons and stuff. But anyways, this is a little museum thing I've been making because I was bored, so I was collecting every single kind of armor you can get out of the roguelike dungeons, which includes Jeweled Cuirass of Defense, Gothic Cuirass of Defense, Riveted Hawkwork of Defense, Crystal Plate of Defense, Surplus Tunic of Defense, and then I'm still working on this stuff. These are some extra items, like for example, the Riveted Greaves of Lightness, which have, what was it called? Feather Falling. And then the Gothic Subtoons of Lightness. And then we also have the Riveted Coif of Diving. That was really hard to get. That was so rare. Let's see if I have... Do I have, a pair of those? I thought I did. Warding. I don't need warding. I already had warding. Yeah. Right there. No, nothing too special in here. But with the iron armor, there's two different kinds. There's Gothic and Jeweled. They don't do anything different from each other. They're just, I don't know, just cause, I don't know. And then there's the, they all have different names. It's kind of weird. These are greaves, and those are leg pants. I don't understand how those are greaves. And these are the pantaloons. I don't know why they're called that. Shoes, obviously. Tunic and bonnet. And this is a coif. I don't even understand all of this, honestly. But, anyways, I've been trying to get some refined iron going. Well, technically, it's just called steel. It's just called steel. I don't really need that much. I think as soon as this gets to 19, well, actually, that is a 19 already because I already have something here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna let's see how much you can do with a block. A block. Oh, block is actually pretty easy to smelt. That's surprising. Let's get 2 blocks and 1 ingot and smelt it all down. It might take a second or maybe a minute, but we'll get it done. Oh, dang it. That sucked. All right, but we'll get that done, and we'll get to making the armor. I have these little things here to make armor. I guess I already have a helmet, so let's grab this, and this. And let's get a little bit more wood going. This will give me a chest plate. I just need this because it'll make it a lot easier to deal with mobs and stuff, and I'll be able to heal the armor. I won't have to worry about a lot of stuff, and it also has a lot more protection, so that's also a good thing. I still have clay in here. This clay will help me. Expecting I can use clay, but I think it'll... Yeah. Perfect. I'll just make all these real quick. And then we'll dump steel into the little casts. And we'll get steel armor. I also have some Night Slime armor trims, which these, what was they do? Yeah, they give you extra health. So that's very useful, honestly. They give you a lot extra health. So if you have it on all 4 pieces, you get like 8 extra hearts. It's really helpful. Anyways, let's go ahead and... Oh my gosh. This steel took so long to make. It was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous how long it took to make all this steel. That's the helmet. Taking forever to solidify. And the boots. Next will be the legs. It's just so expensive to get steel armor, man. But it is the best. It gives knockback resistance, and it also has the best defense. So that's good. I do wonder how much durability it will have, though. I'm hoping a decent bit, because I don't want to have to make that much. I don't want to have to make too much refined iron to keep my little factory going, keep my armor healthy. But one more piece, which is 6 ingots. Alright, that should be ready to make our armor. Now, before I make it, do I have a... I don't have an armor station, do I? Oh, no, that's an armor forge. Okay, we're good. I thought it was a tool station. I haven't actually made any Tinker's Construct tools yet. I was so obsessed with everything else. But let's go ahead and grab this stuff. That too. And we're not going to craft anything until I know the durability. So this has 500 durability. This has 500 durability. This 400 durability. And the helmet typically doesn't have very much at all. 300 durability. Dang, man. Well, we'll go ahead and make it. Alright. And boots. They all have 3 modifiers, which is making me think of either putting a diamond on them or an emerald. I'll see which one will give me the best stats. But this is our armor. Looks decent. Honestly, you can get some much nicer looking armor if you try hard enough. But we're gonna get we'll get 4 emeralds and 4 diamonds. You can only use one or the other, and they give higher durability. I'm just wondering. It'll take 1 modifier. So this gives increased durability. That gave about 150 durability. This one, oh, that's way better. Oh, heck yeah, that's way better. Okay, so we're gonna do emerald for this one. Pants, let's check. 150 or 250. Okay, obviously you want 250. Helmet, we're gonna really need this one. 150. What? I guess the emerald's a little bit better, so we can go for it. And then the boots, which we got 584 or 600. Okay, beautiful. So we didn't have to use any diamonds, which is convenient. And we got our armor going. It actually looks pretty nice with those emeralds on it. It looks kind of fancy, honestly. Now, I'm probably going to go ahead and heal this crystal plate of defense and this helmet as well. I have not put on all the modifiers for this yet, and I don't want to use these Spetsnaz trousers. I don't even know where those came from. I was using them because they have infinite durability. That's why. But we're going to go ahead and heal these real quick using some stuff in here. Beautiful. And we'll put the bricks in there. And we'll just go ahead and throw the helmet in here. It's a good helmet. And then we got a crystal plated defense, which I think we also already have one in here. Let's just see if this one's better. Oh yeah, that one is mending. It's better. And then this one will go into storage, I suppose. If I can find a place to put it. Ah, great. Dang it. Alright, I'm not ready to put on the armor yet. Why are there only 3 armor on the boots? Is that right? Let me look at diamond armor. 2, no 3? So it's about the same. For the boots and helmet, but I guess it makes up around the other parts. You know, 8.83 armor, knockback resistance, and a lot of armor toughness as well. So what's this mod like? Okay, so I'm not sure what mod you're talking about, because there are multiple mods in here. It's a mod pack. This is from OpenBlocks. This is from Tinker's Construct. Pretty much this whole chest is from Chocolate Quest. These are also Tinker's Construct, but I think these are actually Construct's Armor, like a sect of that mod. This is Industrial Craft, and this stuff came from Roguelike Dungeons. I'm currently trying to get all the armors and stuff. It's pretty interesting. But anyways, then I also have Flans mod, which adds all these guns, which I don't use very often. And for some reason, I found this thing in a chest, and whenever I try to put a modifier on it, it crashes my game. So I'm just going to keep it in the chest forever. Then I also got this cool bulldozer chestplate. It is cool that it gives you 11 armor, but it kind of sucks that it's, you know, negative 35% speed. Imagine wearing the full set. You'd be so slow. Yeah, I was talking about Industrial Craft. What's so interesting about it? I like Industrial Craft. Oh, we are running out of air. Basically, Industrial Craft, it allows you to make a lot of stuff. Let's see. If I put in Industrial Craft, it'll show all the stuff that it has. These are mostly machines that allow you to get things, and then there's some energy storage here. Here's a nuke, if you care about making those. I don't even know how you make them, but you can make them somehow. And then over here, we have certain smelteries that I've never used before. These tanks, which hold a bunch of liquids. No, not the air. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. These tanks hold liquids. There's different kinds. You can get a bronze tank, an iron tank, a steel tank, which holds a lot, and an iridium tank, which holds 1,000 buckets. Then you have these storage crates, which are basically like shulkers, but they can be expensive. There's an iron one here, bronze 45, steel 63, and iridium is 126. So that's a lot of. If you're like wanting to get yourself a lot of storage, you could use iridium storage boxes. These have 126 slots, which is quite a lot. Is it like a good automation type of mod? Interesting. That's a good question. Yeah, you can automate things in it. I typically don't. I automate power to give me power, and I can automate a few things like the creation of diamonds if I want. Over here, you can create diamonds with a compressor and making a coal chunk. And I've made a factory to create diamonds before, and it was kind of cool. You just put in a bunch of coal, a bunch of flint, and a bunch of obsidian, and it'll just create diamonds. They're artificial diamonds, but they work the same way. Think you're out of the boxes? Alright. Another thing in here is all these weird liquids. There's UU matter, which can be used to make literally any item that you can get your hands on, including another dragon egg if you want, if you care about that. A reinforced door made of lead and iron. This thing is really hard to break. I think you use it when you're making nuclear reactors. Construction foam. I love construction foam. Basically, think like you make a little like a wood or steel scaffolding. You make a building out of it. You hit it with construction foam, and you turn it into stone. It's interesting. And then there's coolant, whatever that is. I don't even know what this is, what it's for. Hot coolant, hoi hoi lava. Don't know why they added that, but you can make it if you want. Biomass. This stuff, I typically don't use biomass or biogas. It can be used to make energy, but it takes energy to make it, so it's like, why? Steam, hot spring water, weed X, air, hydrogen, which I don't even know what you do with this. Oh, I see. So you can make a machine that will separate the atoms and create hydrogen and oxygen, which is what water is made of course. And then we also have heavy water, which is, I don't know what the purpose of it is. And then we also have these backpacks. I haven't really used these backpacks. They hold energy and stuff. That holds 600k energy. It also has a weird name, but it's made out of batteries and stuff. So it's basically like holding a battery on your back. And you can use it to charge anything you have in your inventory. And then there's the CF backpack, which is construction foam. It also, for some reason, has a lot of defense on it. But basically, you can use this to hold a lot more construction foam instead of just holding it inside of a little container. And then an energy pack, which holds 2 million. That's actually pretty good. Pretty expensive too, though. And then we have the hazmat suit, which you use that to hold radioactive stuff so you don't die. Jetpacks. I don't normally use jetpacks, probably because I have cloud boots, but they can be useful in some scenarios. They don't hold too much. I think the biogas lasts longer, though. And then we have this armor. This is called nanosuit armor, which is basically like, think like diamond armor, but you make it you make it with carbon fiber and an energy crystal. An energy crystal is, well, it's made out of this dust, which is basically just mixed up diamond and redstone. And to get obviously, you crush a diamond. But that is the initial armor. It looks kind of cool when it's on you. It also has, I think it also has a few, oh, hello, NeroP. It also has a few abilities. And then there's this quantum suit armor, really hard to get because of the iridium plates. You have to find the iridium either in ore form or in shard form inside of dungeon chests. So it's very hard to get iridium. But when you get enough of it, you can put on a Labotron crystal, a little expensive, and you can get yourself quantum suit armor, which allows you to use a jetpack all the time, or with the boots, you can take no fall damage, and the pants allow you to run like with speed 10 or something. I don't normally use them because they're really annoying. And this allows you to use night vision, I believe. And I think the chest plate or the pants, one of the two, allows you to jump really high. Bro, Reed, yeah, I can see them. I see it, Jerry. I see it. Anyways, there's also some weird things that I've never used before, like these special boats. I don't know the point of them. Rubber dinghy. You can make a rubber boat if you want. Carbon fiber canoe. Interesting. An electric boat, which I wouldn't ever make one of these, but you can if you want. And then there's booze barrels, mugs. You can make coffee in here. There's crushed ore, which you can basically turn one ore into two ore with a macerator. Industrial craft has dungeons too? No, it doesn't have dungeons. You find iridium in regular dungeons. So, like, you find them in dungeon chests. They don't... iridium, this does not have dungeons, I don't think. There's all these different kinds of dust which can be used for things. All these different kinds of ingots, including silver, steel, tin, lead, copper, bronze, and of course iron. Iron is used as well. And then there's all these other things, like compressed ones. You can use these to make certain things, like, for example, if you want, you can make a iridium neutron reflector, which these are used inside the nuclear reactor, or you can use them, I think, no, these ones to make a nuclear bomb, if you care about that. But honestly, if you light a nuclear bomb, you're just going to blow yourself up, so I don't understand the point. And these are the most useful things, the small power unit and the power unit. Small power unit can be used to make a few different things, like an electric hoe, wind meter, electric wrench, very useful. Really do. I need to get one of those, honestly. And electric tree tab, which can be used to get sap more easily. And the regular power unit can be used to make a chainsaw, which cuts down trees, and a mining drill. And the mining drill has a few different upgrades. You can turn it into a diamond drill, and eventually an iridium drill, which basically has constant fortune 3 on it. But it's pretty cool. Face reveal when? I don't know. It's a good question. And there's also these scrap boxes. I just realized I'm running the heck out of air. I need to put more air in there. My bad. That was dumb. Anyways, we also have these coal chunks, which can be used to make diamonds. You need compressed coal balls. Wait, you can use a bricks? That's interesting. You still only have to use obsidian. Probably because it looks like obsidian. But anyways, compressed coal balls made out of coal balls, made out of coal dust and flint, and you can basically use that to make a diamond, as you can see. And then there's also these crystal memories. You use these with UU matter to create random stuff. Iodine? I don't know what you do with iodine, honestly. You can make an iodine tablet, but I don't see the point of it, to be honest. I don't know what it does, honestly. And let's see what else we got here. Ah, yes. This thing, the MFSU. This holds, I think, 40 million. Yeah, I think 40 million EU. Which is quite a lot, of course. But you might need a few of them if you want to hold a lot of power. There's batteries and stuff. And then we have a few other things. We have charging stations. You can keep these in your inventory to help charge your machinery. What else we got here? coolant, you use these in the nuclear reactor, but I don't really ever do that. Instead, I use them to make overclocker upgrades, because I'm not dumb. Overclocker upgrades are very useful, as long as you have lots of power. As you can see, if I'm using 12 of these, it increases the power to 28,000%. So it makes you use a lot more power, but it decreases process time to 1%. So basically, you can use this in the form of a hammer or something. Do you play Roblox Rivals? I do not. 1.7k subs equals face reveal. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't know about that. There's bronze tools if you care about that. I don't know who does that anyway. These little things down here, you can use these if you want to change the biome, if you care about that. Basically change the biome. And then these are for the nuclear reactor, of course, with these nuclear rods as well. Frequency transmitter, I think that's used maybe for a teleporter or something? I don't know. The CF sprayer, which is construction foam. And the mining laser, which I think the thing's kind of cool, but it's not super useful. Then, of course, we have the nano saber, which is basically like a lightsaber, I suppose. Something between a lightsaber and a taser. That's basically what it is. Dang, we just ran out of fuel immediately. But we're getting there. We're still making steel. What else do we have down here? A lot of different cells full of random things. Paintbrushes. I don't use these. I don't know who does use these, but you can paint crap. I didn't even know they were in the mod, honestly. And all these cables, which is the cables are a little interesting. Certain cables you lose more EU per block of cable. If you use certain cables like this glass fiber cable, which I think uses diamond as an insulator, it uses a very tiny amount of EU per block, so you don't lose as much. And then there are all of the upgrades: transformer upgrade, energy storage upgrade, redstone signal stuff, ejector, advanced ejector, polling, advanced polling, fluid ejector, and fluid polling upgrade. These tin cans, I don't use those. The fuel cans, I don't know what that does. Crystal memory, made like that. And all these gearboxes. And then there's dynamite, if you care about that. All these more gearboxes. Not sure I'd make a steel one if you can just make a carbon one, but dynamite, no, Dynomote. Yeah, this dynamite remote. I don't know why there's two ways to craft this, but it's interesting, I guess. Hold on. No? Alright. Anyways, and then we have all these seeds, which can be used. You can get these seeds using, I think like a plant matron. You can create different plants. Not sure what that is. Debug item. And that's about it, I guess. There's pumps as well, coke, and some pipes. I guess the mod itself is pretty nice. It's pretty fun. But I would typically say it's a mod to use alongside other mods. Even Streams in the Unite says it was some random queues, and I got a time out of the house leagues, and it's been way more. Please, I remember Render Resistance is the website, and it will end too. I will make it so. I don't know what you're talking about. When are you making the video you really want to do about Pexcon 3D? I'm not sure, honestly. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure when I'm going to be making those videos. I've kind of taken on other tasks, I guess. I suppose. I've been like taking on other hobbies and stuff. I've been interested in drawing because I want to be able to make stuff. I've recently just started drawing. I'm pretty bad at it, but I'll see where it goes. Also, my throat is dying, and I kind of want to get water, but I know if I get water, everyone will be gone by the time I come back. So I'm gonna go get water, but I gotta wait until the air is full again, because I don't want to like waste air, waste time, and maybe even waste energy. But I also have this backpack, which is full of stuff like potions and the stuff that I plan on putting on a mob choice, and healing potions, which I don't use those, but you know. Anyways, the armor is about ready. I still need to put a few more upgrades on it to make it ready. Let's see, up here. Will you ever do Roblox streams? Probably not. And the reason for that is Roblox, it's very hard to record on it, and I'm just not the biggest fan of Roblox today, to be honest. With all the stuff that's been going on. Plus, I don't know. I like some games on Roblox, like Build-A-Boat, of course. But Build-A-Boat, I feel like it's kind of cornered because of Roblox. I feel like there's nowhere for it to grow anymore. So I'm thinking someone should probably, Chiltro should probably make a Steam game like Build-A-Boat. And it could last a lot longer than Build-A-Boat would last normally. But, oh man, there are a lot of mobs around here. Man, these things are annoying. Especially when they have that armor. Makes it so they don't take knockback. Anyways, I'm gonna go grab some water real quick, and I'll be right back. Hold on. Alright, I'm back. Hello, I'm back. I got my water. Kurt Salts, hello again. Every water is different taste. How do your water taste like? Bad. Bad water, that's what it tastes like. Guess it's not as bad as purified water, though. That water's the worst. Do you have something? Nah, my water's fine. It's just, I don't know. Anyways. Let's see how we're doing on steel production. We are at 5 ingots. Okay, then. I think I might put mending moss on... How do I get that moss anyway? Moss. Yes. Okay, you get moss first, which I don't have vines anywhere, but I can get the moss, and then I can turn it into mending moss, which regular moss basically makes it so whenever you're in sunlight, your armor heals. Mending moss is, I think it just works the way as mending, just the same way mending works. Which I will definitely want for this steel armor, because it's steel is expensive. I don't want to have to make tons of steel to heal it once it gets damaged. Oh, you said something? Let me see what that is. Those are you supposed to do? You have to find out what the same as the other one of those days. Bro's not taking that day. I love the way say fast, then it will end too much effects on mobile 1v1. I don't know what you're saying. Oops, I almost knocked my iPad over while reading that. Well, that was weird. Anyways, do I have any mossy cobblestone? I do not. I guess I just need to grab a bunch of cobble and some shears. Let's pick some shears and let's go find a swamp somewhere. Is it daytime? Yeah, we got plenty of day left. I can find a swamp before nighttime. That should be easy. Anyways, I can show you my amazing speed. Check this out. Oh, actually, I could just go in here. Yeah, I should just go in here. I'll need some extra armor while I'm waiting, so I'll just use this stuff. I'm not using the pants, though. I'm not stupid. I'm not using the pants. The reason I'm not using the pants is the pants make you stupid fast, and it makes it so hard to see what's going on. Anyways, there should be a passage in here that'll lead us to a bunch of free mossy cobble. Somewhere in here, anyway. There we go. That's your business, alright. What do we got over here? Hacker, exposed. Great, nice. Absolutely perfect. Alright, what we got over here? Alright. Oh, I think, is that it? No. Okay. Alright. What is it? You're kind of playing Battle Royale? No, I'm not. Oh, because I was in a glider? Okay. Free stuff. This exoskeleton armor looks a little weird. Stop hitting me. Leave me alone. Where's the stairs? No. Bro, nothing wants to leave me alone right now. There we go. Perfect. We're just gonna have to collect some of this mossy stone or whatever it is. I'll take 63, maybe? That or 36. 36 will give me the perfect amount of moss. I'll just get like a little more than that because I want to make sure I have enough, you know. Oh my gosh, these boots are making it really hard. Let's grab some more of this stuff. Not even sure how much I'm grabbing. I guess 36 will work. Yep, perfect amount. And then I'm going to use the teleport stone to get out of here. Perfecto. Alright. Oh, I made the shears for nothing. Beautiful. Alright. And we'll go ahead and turn all that into balls of moss. Which should be working pretty well. Let's just check the chat. I'll never be free. Did you know that the Diddy blood is going on the calculator? Don't know what that means. Imagine if instead of a stack it was... That's like literally not a funny meme, but alright. Say what you say. Alright, I need a bookshelf. Do I have books? Yes, I do have books. Is there a book in here? Yes, I do. Just gotta make a bookshelf, and I'm just gonna put it somewhere. I don't really care that much of where it needs to go. Oh yeah, it's not nighttime, so I can just go outside and be safe. Right there. That costed so many freaking levels. Dang, I was at 90 levels before that crap. Dang, man. Alright. Alright, Mending Moss. Stored XP. Okay, I just made Mending Moss because I assumed I knew what it did. What does Mending Moss actually do? Hold on, where's the... There it is. Okay. Modifiers. Mending Moss. Stores collected XP. Slowly repairs armor over time. Multiple levels. I'm confused. Huh. Alright, I'm gonna assume that does the same thing that Mending does, and I'm just gonna put it on the armor. Wait a second. You can put multiple on it? Hold on, how many? It's one modifier. No modifiers. Okay, so you can put 2 on it, but I'm just gonna put 1. That's all I really need. And I think I can switch out the cloud boots and take off these boots for the first time. Take them out of my inventory, and here we go. Ta-da! As you can see, I'm going to start healing. So what I need to do is go up and take that off. Grab myself a Regeneration 2 potion. And that'll heal me up. And get however many hearts this is actually going to give me. I think I'll go up to 8 extra hearts. You used to be able to use heart canisters, but they got rid of those, sadly. Alright, looking good. We are up to 18 hearts. That's pretty good. It also looks kind of nice, too. You know. I mean, yeah. Anyways, I don't know exactly how it heals, but I know... Dang it! let's see if XP heals it. That didn't give me any XP. Okay. What am I going to do to get XP? In fact, I could technically cheat using open blocks. By taking my XP and giving it right back to me. I could do that. Ah, crap. We're running out of air again. Dang it. Alright, what do we got now? Nothing. Alright. Anyways. I'm still getting refined iron. I think I will need like 2 more, and that'll probably be enough. And then I can finally turn this stinking thing off. I'll be done with it. Just imagine being done with the stinking blast furnace for a while. That'll be very nice. Alright, I don't have super high speed with these, but that's alright. So if I stand out in the sun, I'm pretty sure it'll just heal it. Right? Hello? Not sure why, but it's not really healing it. Well, I guess it might just be experience then. I'm not sure how I'm going to get some experience, though, to be honest. Anyways. I've been trying to get mending books, specifically because you can actually put them on forge hammers. I put Unbreaking on this one. And that makes it so much easier. You spend so much less iron. Each one of these costs 5 iron. And it only has 80 uses. Well, with Unbreaking 3, it's as if it has 3 times that. So that's pretty useful. However, if you put mending on it, you can heal it over and over again. If you have enough experience, you can literally just keep using the same hammer forever. And you won't need to use a metal farmer, which these cost energy and time. These are pretty much instant, which is convenient. Though it won't be as fast because you do have to heal them. But that's currently how that is. Alright, let's see. We just gotta get 1 more steel ingot. I think we'll be good. Let's see what we can do with steel anyway. We can make stuff I don't care about. I know I did. I thankfully found one of those inside of a chest. I didn't have to spend 6 steel to get it, but you can also use it in the macerator. That's boring. And metal former. Okay, and you can use a steel plate to make advanced machine casing. Very useful. No one cares about those. No one cares about that. No one uses that. I don't use that. No. Steel pipes, really? Alright, so I guess the most useful thing we can do with it is make an advanced machine casing, which this can be used to make an MFSU, and whatever that does. I don't know what this is. Never used it. Teleporter, which I don't use these. I typically only use teleporters to make the, I think, mass fabricator? I don't remember what you use them for, but thermal centrifuge, pretty nice. And advanced miner, don't use that either. Pattern storage, very nice. Pattern storage takes 2 mining lasers, and all it really does is store your patterns. Then the scanner, and then the mass fabricator right here. No, the matter fabricator, my bad. Induction furnace, this thing sucks. I don't know who would ever use it. It's just slow. Batch crafter, not sure. Terraformer, another batch crafter, and I think, what do you use the teleporters for? 3 teleporters for a replicator. Ah, alright. Alright, what's this mod pack called? This is not a mod pack. I mean, well, it is. It's not a mod pack you can just download, because I made it. I put it together. The mod pack itself is made up of several different mods. Let's see here. It's got Industrial Craft right here. It has, what is this? Roguelike Dungeons here. Flans mod here. Chocolate Quest, Tinker's Construct, and Construct's Armory. Open blocks, obviously, and just enough items. I think that's about it. I guess there is, like, apple core and stuff, but that's just, like, trivial stuff. It's not like you need that to use the mod pack. Alright. Huh. Oh. Wah. Didn't know you could make mod packs? Well, actually you can make them with CurseForge. It's pretty easy. You just go into that little thing and you just look around for mods and you click them and it adds it to the mod pack. You can make them with CurseForge. It's pretty nice. It's also better that way because then you can be a lot more sure you're not getting viruses if you're getting only trusted mods. Like, for example, very popular mods, but they can still have viruses in them, so you gotta be careful. But anyways, now that I got my armor, it still hasn't healed, so I'm assuming I need experience for that. So I'm gonna find a way to get some experience. Maybe that cow? I don't know. Come to me, cow. Wait, no. I'll kill the rabbits instead, because I don't like them. Come here, rabbit. Let me kill you. I hate how they made him so hard to hit. Come here, little crap. It didn't heal it. Wait, no, heal the boots. Heal the boots. Boots are healed. That's good. I'll just keep the hides, because you can use them to make a knapsack. Just in case I want to put one on the steel chest plate. Wait, what? Does it cost money? No. I'm what version are you playing right now? 1.12.2. It doesn't cost money now. They use advertisements. Typically, how it works is, CurseForge, the thing is running in the back, and there's ads playing the entire time. So, that's how they get money, I suppose. So you can't rule out the idea that they might be selling your data. Not saying they are, just I don't know if they are, you know. I can make 3 iridium plates. What can I do with that? I can make an iridium drill. Cool. What do I want to do now? Wow. It is finished. What? How did I say that? There we go. We got steel ingots right there. 8 more steel. Alright. I think I'll just be able to heal it using experience, but I need a good way to get experience. I know this might be cheating, kinda, but I can think of a way to get some experience. I need a tank first off. Do I have obsidian? Yes, obsidian, okay. I'll need a tank, some glass, and basically what you can do is you can make these tanks. These tanks are designed to hold things, and they can hold experience too. That's great. So you can just make a mod pack without even paying anything? Yeah, pretty much. I gotta go buy groceries for my mom. I'll see you after if you're still streaming. Alright, goodbye. Anyways, what I'm gonna do, I can make an XP drain, which is just made of iron bars. So I'm just gonna grab some iron here, make some bars, just like that, and you can make a drain pretty easily. The bars will go up there and they'll sit there forever. And now I need a faucet, which is obsidian and 3 iron. There we go. Beautiful. Basically what I'm going to do is do this, and as you can see, it starts taking away the experience and putting it in there. Dang, I got a lot of XP. Alright. And then it took like 7 levels. And then what you can do is put that there, and then whenever you click it, it will release experience. So I can just like... Okay, it's not working. Let's grab this, put it there. I think you're supposed to like put it like that, maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure how to make it work. Yeah, I'm not sure how to make the XP drain work. I put XP in it. Hold on. EXP. Tank. I know there's 2 different kinds of experience, I think. No? Just one. Alright, I'm not sure how to make this come back out. You're supposed to be able to right-click it. I'm not actually sure what I'm doing now. Huh. I guess I could try to put it on top. Nope, it only goes on the side. Oh, I didn't think about that. I'm stupid. This is a really old mod, so not everything is as configurable as that. So basically what I need to do is get a piece of stone and simply use a button, because typically everything works off redstone. And that healed my armor a little bit. Healed more armor. And more armor. It also is storing experience as well, while stealing my armor. So that's nice. Alright, and that used a little bit of XP. But I can put XP in that, and I can use it to heal my armor anytime. But things are going well now. I would like to get myself maybe a rapier one day. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't think I want to make it out of steel. Steel is not really very great for making weapons, honestly. I mean, I could look in this thing. Tool materials. We go to steel. Steel has stiff. Blocking reduces the damage taken even more. That's kind of pointless. And sharp. Hitting an enemy causes them bleeding for a short time. That's kind of boring, honestly. It's not very good. I don't really want that. And then we have lead, poisonous. Not great, honestly. Prevents knockback. Pointless, honestly. Poisoning enemies can be useful. However, it's not very useful when you're fighting zombies and skeletons, because they'll just get healing instead. And then we have Holy, which gives bonus damage to undead enemies. That's pretty nice. I would probably put on an extra piece, potentially. Not a head. And then next up we have Dense with bronze. Lasts longer when it has less durability. And, alright. Well established with copper. You gain additional XP. Manolin, cold-blooded, increases damage to targets at full health and insatiable. During combat, you deal more and more damage, but also consume more and more durability, which can be annoying, but it does do the most damage. It also has decent mining speed, but I'll probably not use the extra piece. I'll probably be able to make something nice. Typically, you use Ardite for an extra piece, just to get extra durability on it. Since Ardite typically has a lot of durability, you can use it to make some nice stuff. Next up, we have Lightweight. Increases attack speed, if you care about that. Hellish, who cares? Works better in hotter environments, who cares? This stuff is kind of weird, honestly. I don't know what's up with that, but... Also got Night Slime. Your tool mines faster. The higher its mining level is above the required one. And then there's Crumbling. Your tool breaks off blocks that don't need a tool faster. That's alright. I wouldn't typically use that, though. What else we have in here? Pig Iron? Nope. Iron? Nope. Auto Spell? Really? Nah. That's dumb. Squeaky. That is probably the worst thing you could have for an attack. It gives you Silk Touch, but like, why would I want Silk Touch? And Paper? Nah. And... I'm not sure what's up with that, but eh. Prismarine. Jagged gives every lost durability point increases damage. That's alright, but it could get annoying, in my opinion. Obsidian, no one uses obsidian. Bone, splintering, I mean, I don't understand that. I mean, I guess it breaks off in them, I don't know. Damage is increased. It's not even very much damage, honestly. Then we got Cactus, which honestly probably one of the stupidest things you could use. Blocking getting hurt deals damage to the attacker, but it also has Prickly. Nobody's safe from those thorns. Basically meaning, I think that means you get hit by them too. Stone, no one uses stone. Or flint. Very pointless. But my throat is now dying, so I'm going to make some water real quick. Alright. Done with the blast furnace, that's nice. Heat is slowly going down. And I think, do I want to go in a dungeon, or do I want to make some stuff? I think I kind of want to go in a dungeon, honestly. Yeah, I think we'll go in a dungeon. So I'm going to keep these spaghetti with me. I don't need to use the clown boots, but I'll keep them with me. Another thing I don't need to use. Axe or the shovel. So that's nice. I could, yeah, I think I could bring a gun with me. If I care to, anyway. This is fairly fast. Could be faster, but, like, it's decent. I just need to find a decent dungeon. I will use a chocolate quest one. Oh, wow, there's literally one right there. Exterminator prototype? That's actually a really annoying boss. Leave me alone. You gotta be kidding me. Not only that, it has the stupid pillagers. I don't actually want to go to that one. It's a very annoying dungeon. I want a decent dungeon, like the castle or something. Let's see what's over here. The kids are watching videos in the room. It's kind of annoying, honestly. But it's not a huge deal. Alright. Just heard a sheep for half a second. I think I'll do like one dungeon and then end the stream. Simply because my voice hurts and no one's watching. Oh, someone's watching. Alright. Oh, there's a castle right there. Let's see if there's anything in it. Nope, nothing. I already cleared that dungeon then. Alright. Oh, it was one of those. I'm not sure if I've went in here before. So I'm just gonna like go up to it, break window, come inside. Ooh. Well, I can set my spawn point here, which is useful. You should Allah Akbar the dungeon. Oh my gosh. Oh my. That'll definitely make some Muslims mad. Well, anyways. Let's just keep going. This is a nice new dungeon. I'll just go in here and clean the place out real quick. What we got here? Tempered blade, don't care. Regeneration, I'll take it. Take the food too, because you can use it to get more energy. And the storage system, because you can use food to get energy. I don't have a shield yet. What am I doing? But they're gonna have like 10 times. They're gonna have a really hard time killing me because of the health and the armor. Strength potion, that's pretty nice. I'll take that. Oh, not the apples. Alright. It would be more efficient. Oh, just blowing up the whole dungeon. I understand that, but then you won't get the items inside the dungeon. So you kind of have to go through it the old-fashioned way. There's an anvil here. I'll take that. I'll take the coal. I'll take these hoppers too, because you can smelt them down. Get 5 iron each. I think there is a place where there's actually a lot of hoppers in this dungeon. This kind of dungeon, anyway. I was going this way, yes. There also are secrets in here, and special kinds of armor, which is pretty nice. Nothing special. You can find secrets in here, it's still a little difficult. Because sometimes they're very subtle, hard to notice. But it'd probably be... I'm pretty sure on the second layer you can more easily notice little secrets and stuff. With like bookshelves or something. You know? I can hear a lot of mobs down there. I didn't bring any guns with me. Kind of because, obviously, you know, they take ammo and ammunition. I don't want to fill my inventory with that. Also because you can't use a shield normally. With most guns, you can't use a shield as well. Which makes it harder to fight skeletons. Instant health. I'm really hoping I can find a mending book sometime. Really hoping. Honestly, I'm thinking, at this point, people are playing so much Hypixel Skyblock, people might as well just make a mod that creates Skyblock in single player. Play it with people. That would be a lot more efficient, you know? Anyways, what we got here? Bread. Ooh, I've never gotten those before. Sweet. Got the surplus Shoes of Lightness. And they are pretty cool. Got Feather Fallen 3 on them. I don't typically use those things, but I will keep them. Kind of for like a collection, I guess, because I really do get bored, typically. I'm not sure. Did I find a staircase? Oh, there's a staircase. Okay, I kind of completely didn't notice the staircase, which is kind of funny. Oh, still works. Typically, I would use a gold helmet just because it creates light. But honestly, that's a little bit annoying. Alright, get that spawner. And as you can see, these things, these can contain dungeon, like little secret things sometimes. That's why you always want to break them. Little other parts of the dungeon. Gosh. There's a lot of these secret things. Get these things pretty quick. Oh crap. Blew up the chest. I don't like how those dungeons fill open caves. Makes it a lot harder to be in here. Torches, beautiful. Stone, I mean, might as well take it. I do have a bow, and I can use it. Sometimes I do, but not all the time, because it doesn't do a ton of damage, but I can use it. What are we going on in the chat? Mine shafts, then? You're talking about making the Hypixel version of Skyblock? Ah. Oh, Akbar the chest. Yeah, very nice, very nice. Anyways. We're good. Alright. Anyways, yeah, I'd like if there was like a Hypixel Skyblock mod, because Hypixel Skyblock, if it was run off of a mod, I feel like it might be easier to play it, you know? Because currently it can be a little bit laggy. Not only that, I don't like a lot of the new updates as well. I don't know. Also, I'd like if Skyblock would be a lot more fun if... Ooh, I like that. Do I want to play Strad? No, Strad sucks. I don't like Strad. Strad's one of the worst music discs, honestly. Plus, I'd probably get copyrighted by Warner Bros. Because for some reason they think they own it. Not sure why. What we got here? Bunch of food, temper blade. I don't normally grab the baked potatoes because it's not very good. Won't be able to get a stack in my inventory. Oh yeah, there's a mine shaft in here. Interesting. I don't really feel like exploring it though. I'd explore it if I needed more iridium right now, but I'm not really focused on iridium right now. In fact, I'm not super focused on industrial craft in the first place. Alright. What are the new updates? The new updates in Skyblock are like the fishing updates, which I understand them. They're not terrible. It's just, fishing as it is not the best, because literally all you're doing is sitting in one spot clicking. You might as well just be spawning crap in. It's annoying. I feel like fishing could be a lot better. Also, some of the fishing mobs are just completely ridiculous, like 260 million health. I've always been struggling in Skyblock with the whole damage crisis. I have never, like, ever been able to do nearly as much damage as most people can do. Most people are able to easily dish out millions of damage, or at least a few 100,000. I can't even... I have a hard time getting above 50,000. And the problem with it is because there's too many people in Skyblock. It's hard to get good weapons, even decent weapons, like, especially on Iron Man. Like, Iron Man is fun. It's a lot more fun than the regular thing. It's a lot more fun. And that's why I like it. But at the same time, going into like the Dark Auction and trying to get a Midas sword or something is very difficult with all the tryhards who spend 50, no, not 50, not even 50 million. Getting 50 million coins in Iron Man will take you legitimately like a week. And if you think that's enough to get a Midas sword, it's not anymore. People will spend 1 billion coins on it. Do you know how long it would take to get 1 billion coins on Iron Man? It would probably take like 6 months. If not more. Probably more, honestly. It'd probably take more than 6 months. And that's just ridiculous, because no one is willing to actually spend 6 months grinding to get one sword that's not even that good. Like, the Midas sword is known to not be very good. It's decent, is what it is. It's decent. It's not an endgame sword anymore. It's like a mid-game sword now. It's hard to play Skyblock because everything takes so much time. Which is fine. It's not bad that you need to grind. It's just... some of the grinding is very stupid. Like, for example, trying to get maxed out Divin Armor. Getting Divin Armor, most of the time, is very fun. It's very fun to do the little gambling things to get Divin Armor. It is fun. You gamble time is what you're doing. And that's kind of how it works. However, the problem with the whole thing is there's this thing, the gemstone slots. If you want to max out your Divin Armor, you're going to need gemstone slots. To get gemstone slots, you need to kill worms. To kill worms, you basically need to just fish. You need to get a certain fishing level, and you need to just fish and 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 fish. And you don't even get worm membrane the most of the time. Worm membrane, you should be able to get gemstone slots just from doing the regular Divin stuff. Like, you shouldn't have to get it the normal way. Yeah, you remember that? Yeah. You shouldn't have to get it the normal way, because it just takes forever. And it's not fun, and that's the problem. It should be fun to get the Divin Armor, because it's a game. All games should be fun. If they're not fun, they're bad games. If you're not having fun playing your game, it's not a good game. That, or you just don't like the game. I don't know why you're playing it. But if games are not fun, there's no point to play them, because that's the point of a game anyway. It needs to be fun. If it's not fun, it might as well just be work, honestly. And I feel like Skyblock can sometimes feel like a chore. But sometimes, a decent bit of the time, it can be very fun to play. And I don't necessarily think a mod needs to be the way it's done, but I think a mod would make it a lot easier, and a lot more fun, and a lot more efficient to play the game. Though it would be a little bit harder to get on it, because plugins, for example, with a plugin, all you need to do is join the server, and it's just command blocks. It's different, obviously, with a mod. A mod, you have to download it, and whenever there's an update, you're not sure if someone will like sneak in a virus. People might try to do that for money. And that's the one biggest concern about it, I'd say, is the virus thing and people having to download it. Because obviously having to download something makes things less appetizing to play. Having to download something to get it. But I'm not sure what the best decision would be, honestly. I like Skyblock. I think it could be a lot better if you could make your own, like, say you have MVP++. Then you could make your own individual Skyblock world that is completely shut off from the rest of Skyblock. Not for single player, but instead, so you can play with your friends and only your friends. I feel like that would be a lot more fun. Because then whenever you ever go into dark auctions, no one's going to spend 50 million coins to get a Midasword, or 50 million coins on literally every single thing that passes by. And I know that kind of disrupts the purpose of... the dark auction, but that's not a huge deal, honestly. Okay, this dungeon's messed up. This dungeon's right next to another dungeon. I'm getting out of this dungeon. This dungeon's right next to another dungeon. It's all mixed up. It's all messy. I don't like it. It's also filled with caves. It's annoying. Oh, I like how my armor isn't broken. That's cool. Anyways, I like Skyblock, but I find myself taking large breaks from it and having a hard time getting back into it on the same account. I feel like if they could make it so you could get MVP++ and be able to play alone with your friends in a completely separate one, which I'm not even sure how they'd be able to do that. I'm not sure if that's possible. If it's not possible, then the only other way to do it is to just use mods. And that'll literally be it. But there's some cons about Hypixel Skyblock. Obviously, lag is a big one. Normally, there isn't very much lag at all. Obviously, it's laggy because there's lots of players on. It's typically not laggy if there's not an event going on. But if there's an event like a Spooky Festival going on, it's constantly laggy. I feel Spooky Festivals should be timed differently. Co-op timed. So basically, a Spooky Festival is at different times for different people. So it's not laggy all at one time. Because then it makes it nearly impossible to do a Spooky Festival, because everyone is doing it, and the only people who are going to be able to do it are people who have good Wi-Fi connection. And that's annoying. I don't like that. That makes it hard to play. But I think a mod version of Skyblock might be a little bit better. Skyblock, at its root, I believe, is an RPG, I think. Something like that. I believe it is, anyway. I'm not sure about it very much. No, maybe it's not. Maybe I'm confused. But anyways, at its heart, Skyblock is a grindy game. But the grinding itself should be fun. If it's not fun to grind, I don't see much of a point in playing. And I do completely understand why the players who newly joined Skyblock are not having a fun time. And typically just leave the server. It's because when you join Skyblock, it's just chores. It's just a lot of chores and a lot of work. It's not fun very much at all when you just join Skyblock. But when you've been playing for, like, say, a month or two, the mid-game is a lot more fun. The mid-game is a lot more fun than the beginning game. And that's why Skyblock is shrinking, I believe. Because new players will join, they'll not have a very fun time, and they'll have no idea that it gets a lot more fun as you keep playing. They'll have no way of knowing that, so they'll just leave the game, and they'll leave it behind, and forget about it. Which is obviously not what Hypixel wants. They want their game to do well and stuff. But that's currently how things are going. I think Hypixel Skyblock could be a great game. I think so. I just think it's a little difficult, honestly. I think it's difficult because I don't know how to get in contact with anyone about Skyblock. And it's not like they listen to me anyway. Like, I understand that they have no reason to listen to me. But I don't want to see the game rot, you know what I mean? I don't want to see the game fall apart, you know? kind of want to see the game be more fun, but I don't know. It's just, I feel like the game is slowly marching on until it breaks, until everyone leaves. Yeah, I understand that. But I understand why. I do believe it has a lot of potential to be a very good game. It already is very fun, but it's just, there's so many things about it that just turn you off. Maybe I'll talk about it another day, but I think I'm going to end the stream because my voice is tired. And I think I want to go outside and start metal detecting again, which is a pretty fun thing to do. So I'll see you next time, and maybe I'll make stream another day. I don't know. I'm not making any promises about how much I'm going to be streaming, because I don't know. I only really stream when I'm in the mood to. But I'll see you next time. Goodbye.